Welcome back to another episode of Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor with me, Magix, and in this episode we are going to become an Arcomage player. So stay tuned and let's go!
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Okay guys, before we can become an Arcomage player, we have of course to gather a deck. And you might wonder, what is Arcomage? Well, it's an idea that is kind of based on Magic the Gathering. It's an in-game card game, like maybe the dice game in The Witcher. It's an side quest where you have to play this game at each city in the game, and if you win, then you get a special prize, and of course we are aiming to do so. And the deck is in the cavern that we have, where we have cleared out the entrance to already, but it is well guarded, and I'm not sure if we can open the chests in there without blowing up. So we might find that out in a second. We want Wizard's Eye, and if I remember correctly, there was a goblin still alive around the corner. Yeah, I see it in the distance. Hello. Let's enter life finally. This was the last goblin on this damn map. And activate our torchlight, which is now brighter because we are fire magic experts. That's great. Put our bless spell on. And yeah, maybe detect life so you can see the HP of the enemies. And then let's go. White Cliff Cave. These caves are the traditional hideout of goblins and bandits. Whatever lives there now doesn't make the place smell too good. So let's find out. And here we go. We face troglodytes with 35 HP and troglodyte soldiers with around 60 HP. So I will try to save a bit MP here, because the other enemy that we will find in this cave are actually oozes. Yes, the troglodytes fight against the oozes, but the ooze will win because he is immune to physical damage, so we have to be careful. And then there are coming some more. And yeah, to beat oozes you need magic damage, so I want all the MP saved that I can. Notably, if your weapon is magic enchanted, then you can still hit the oozes with melee damage. So Conan has this nice Ghoulsbane artifact here, which means 3 to 18 fire damage. He can hit oozes no problem. But for Leo the Monk, well, his fists are not fire enchanted, and we don't have the buff for his fists that deals body damage, so he actually has to use a wand to deal any damage. This one actually. And then we give the other wand to our cleric, and our sorceress will hopefully beat the enemy with the fireball spell. And here we have a Vayne. Quickly save the game. You can loot them, and you can see if it crashes, sorceress will die. But the ore is kind of useful, and it crashes not all the time, so I'm not sure how much I really want to reload the game, but the items you get out of this ore could be tremendously good. If you remember, we can put those in Rathia, so I will try to loot those damn things and hope that we don't die too often. Now the troglodytes are not that much of an issue, they are kind of scattered around, so good, we disarmed this one. Nah, helmet with +2 speed. Not good, but probably better than what we have Here, let's just put 2 speed on here. And some steel gauntlets. It's better than +3 at least, so we can give it to our Sorceress, so she has a little bit more armor class. And then let's continue. And you can already hear the enemies fighting, and there we go. Emerald oozes. Luckily only 50 HP, so no big deal. And I actually want to use my fireball here, because they are all nicely scattered together. And here, the troglodytes will die pretty quickly. And then you can see the arrows won't do any damage. But 14 for a firebolt is not bad, so maybe I don't even need the staffs. Let's see. I wasted a turn there. I think the next fireball should kill this one. Duh, okay. We did it. Okay, just one more. Firebolt. 12. Let's use this stuff for you. 18. Not bad. Well, seems like the staff is also around fire level 5 expert. Now the oozes are dead. So it's not as bad as in Might and Magic 6 at this point. They don't have as much HP, and we have already some kind of magic. Oh. And here are a lot more troglodytes actually, with 2 more chests, not bad. But yeah, they are falling quickly to the arrow shots. They are kind of fodder. Let's hope that we can open these chests too. Great. Some jewels, good money. Yeah. 1 intellect is not a big deal, but yeah, we have already a better one, so we don't need it. Our knight doesn't need this at all.
Sorry.
And we found a good helm, maybe. +6. So you lose your speed. You have also +6. So Conan, you get a speedy helm. Good for you. Don't think I need this at all. The vials could be useful.
Success.
You can make good catalysts out of this. And if you combine 6 with a catalyst of 12,
Success.
sometimes they become a little bit stronger. Okay, next chests, actually.
Take care of that.
Good. Finding some good money here, always useful, so we can buy more spells. What is this? Just normal chainmail. So, and then we can't go up there because we don't have the jump spell yet. I did not buy it in the last episode. Else you could jump up there. So we only take the money for now. A shield. Okay, just some jank. And okay, so we have cleared out the bottom part of this map. If we take a quick look, we can now take this on the left side this way. Still looking for some nice veins that we can loot. Our Sorceress needs more HP for sure.
I don't know what that is.
Could of course also wait since the dungeon is cleared and then just take the death and pay for the item, so to say.
Killed it.
I think that's a more fair way. So what do we have here? More troglodytes and good amount of gold, actually. So let's take it. Oh, our bless worn off. Nice hit. Yeah, you can already see that there are not hordes of enemies like in Might and Magic 6. The dungeons are therefore a little bit quicker. And in my opinion they are not as mazy, so if you are a beginner I think Might and Magic 7 is a little bit more easier than 6. The troglodytes are wandering off, so there might be an ooze. Yep. There is an ooze, and yeah, just a normal one. There are of course stronger versions. We might face those later. Well, nearly 30 damage for AoE is pretty good. That's why I like Fireball a lot in this game. And the Ooze is nearly dead, the next shot will take care of it. Now don't steal my XP here. We kill the Troglodyte. Oh, wasted the shots, so you can finish it off. With the wand. We did it. Killed him dead, and... Oops! Opened it with the wrong character. Shit. Did not expect a chest around the corner. Eh, this doesn't matter. I think if the chest blows up, sometimes you will lose items. That was at least the case in Might and Magic 6. Not sure if there is a difference in 7. And always double check the chest. Sometimes there's so much stuff in there that the game can only show the first loot table, so you have to reopen it to see the second loot table. And we found the Arcomage deck. Now we can play. And we found another Wayne with a skeleton besides it. That's scary. So I think we come back here in a second. Well, we have to actually use this other way, so let's risk it. Nice, we survived it. Now I'm not sure what was the strongest version of the ore, if Iron Laced is weaker than Seattle Laced. I would guess yes. And we also have Letter. I think we have read this already. Yeah. This was from the Bandit's Cave, somewhat. Okay, and the remains of a journal. Studies in the game of Arcomage have returned up to the following observations. How you choose to win the game should be based on the victory conditions. If the tower starts small, you stand a good chance of destroying your opponent's tower. If the towers or walls start large, you should concentrate on your own tower. If the towers or walls start large and you need a huge tower to win, a resource victory might be more easily attainable. And that is literally the whole strategy for this damn game. You will see it as soon as we reach back to town. It's pretty simple actually if you play MTG, or if you played it ever or play it right now. You will see that the game is easy to understand and to play, but the thing is, it's not really skill dependent. It's mainly depends on which cards you will draw. Both the opponent and we have the same cards. I think it's around 60 or 70 or what have you, so we are always in a mirror match, so to say. And the game decides randomly which cards you will draw and which not, and obviously there are stronger cards and there are weaker cards, kind of like a draft deck, and if the game decides to give you the crappy cards and the opponent the good cards, there's nothing you can do, kind of like the poker in The Witcher.
That'll take care of that.
And that was the last chest.
I don't know.
So just some basic equipment here. I think you can come here at level 5. One more ore. And let's quickly check. This was the part where we couldn't jump up. So, only thing to do is to loot the barrels and then backtrack to the town.
I can't identify that. I don't know.
Yeah, just junk. Okay, let's see. We have 6 barrels. Blue, orange, purple. Blue is personality, orange is intellect, and purple was speed, I think. I think the next threshold is at 30, so let's focus on Conan. So his axe becomes quicker. No, he is at 30. And this one was might. And, well, you are also nearly around the threshold, so let's give him a little bit more might. Conan is the carry after all, and then good, we survived this one. So only the first try blew us up, so to take my grave loss there I may spend a few bucks at the church just to compensate, because else it feels like cheating kind of. Okay, now double speed and backtrack to town to turn the quest for the Arcomage in, and then we play our first game. And the nice thing is that if you win, you make a few extra bucks, and it quickly adds up, since you can play it in all the beginning towns. And yeah, you can just travel with the horse stables and just play the game and go to another town and acquire a good starting amount of money. It's definitely an option. Now for the items we have found, I will just dump them here now.
See anything you want?
We did not find anything really keep-worthy. So just some random stuff. I don't even care about haggling here.
Thanks a lot.
I also think we don't need this stuff.
Success.
Can maybe make another blue potion, maybe two.
Success.
So our inventory is full of healing stuff. That's good. But we don't need any more, I think, and we don't need the yellow ones. We are now expert in body magic, so we have always enough time to cure weakness. And few enemies really deal weakness, so I think we can even usually sell this, but I might want to make some more expert level potions to deal with illness and stuff, because we don't have the spells yet, and we can wait to pick those spells up.
Thanks. Come again.
Okay, then let's... Well, we can play Arcomage. I don't remember where the quest was. It was maybe in the church somewhere? I'm not sure, let me quickly check. Quests... Alright, okay. Okay. Return to Darren Temper in Harmondale. So he is in the city, I can't remember right now where he is. But let's play an Arcomage game. Just play. And you can see in Harmondale we start with a tower of 15 and a wall of 5. The green cards are the damage cards or creature cards, and yeah, the text says this card, for example, deals 8 damage. The wall soaks up 5 damage. It's kind of like a defense, and in this way 3 damage are going to the tower. If the tower reaches 0, the opponent loses. If you reach a certain height for your own tower, then you can win. You can see that some green cards also increase your wall and your tower. And in the bottom right corner, you find the cost for each respective cast, kind of like mana. And the cost is yeah, here in this on this left side. Red cards need bricks, blue cards need gems, and green cards need beasts. And this golden number here indicates that per turn you increase your brick pool, in this case also the gem and the beast pool, by 2. There are always also the possibilities to win with resources, like if you reach a threshold of 100 or something, then you can also win the game. And depending on the starting values and the win conditions in each tavern, you can then decide, okay, do I go for all the resources? For example, it's quicker to reach 200 bricks than it is to reach a tower of 200. Or do I stomp down the opponent's tower, which in this case is definitely possible, because we have already 8 damage and 10 damage here, which is 18. The opponent has a total value of 20, so if we draw just another creature card and maybe increase our beast rate, then we'll go down pretty quickly. Then there are also some cards that have a condition, which in this case, if the query, which is yeah, the golden number of the bricks, is lower, so our golden number is lower than the opponent's number, then we gain extra yeah, quarters to make up for it. And so if the opponent tries to win with a brick rush, so to say, and goes for 5, you can use these cards to quickly offset the difference, because then we reach 5 too, and make up for it. And these cards are kind of like cantrips. You just play them, get a little boost out of it. They usually don't cost a lot, and you draw an extra card. And I always like to start with the cantrips. And this is also nice. We exchange 9 bricks for 7 wall. and 7 gems. I actually like the tower gremlins. The good effect of the Rock Stomper is also that we reduce the queries of our opponent to 1, so he is lower on bricks. And I think going for 8 damage and a resource reduce is pretty good in the beginning. So he has no more wall, and he played Goblin Mob, which deals 3 damage to himself. So if we can reach the Stone Giant now, we win instantly. That's pretty nice. So I think we wait for more beasts. Sometimes there are cards, you can discard cards with a right mouse click if you just don't want to use anything or you can't use anything. Then you can discard a card, so you don't get any value out of it, but sometimes the game deals you cards that you can't play at all, so you can see that we can't influence our draw that much. It's mostly decided on what the game gives us, and this is the random component, so sometimes you have to play again and again and again to win the game, because you get shitty cards and the opponent gets the best cards. For example, the best green card is the Dragon card, which deals around 25 damage, so it would be an instant win. So if you would start with the Dragon here, you win on the spot, kind of like Exodia. Yeah, let's go for the extra gems. And now our opponent raised his query by 2, because it was lower than ours, and we can make up for it with the copying the tech. I think I like that here. So now we are even again on resources. The sound is kind of iffy, but yeah, 2 damage, play again. It's a nice damage cantrip. And yeah, this is one of the strongest red cards, Dragon's Heart. You can see plus 20 wall. If we can get to this, we also win on the spot here, because I think the tower only needs to reach 30 or 50. So it's a pretty ridiculous start, and let's play the Zephyr for now. Yeah, I think 30 is already the win. This one also deals damage, but now he has erected the wall again, so... But it's a blue card. This one is nice. If the text specifies that walls take the damage, then the damage will not be transferred over to the tower, so could be okay. I don't want to use the gremlins because I want the stone giant. I think I will go with the solar flare, because we only need 5 more towers. Well, we could go for this. Let's raise our tower. He has a werewolf. Don't have that much good cards here. This only reduces our bricks, but it's better than discarding, I think. So let's go with this for now. He has raised his power. This one is nice. We take 5 damage, but plus 2 magic is a good resource boost. But we are kind of leading right now, so maybe the stone giant is now not as good anymore. Let's go with the tower gremlins. Okay. If wall equals 0, plus 6, else plus 3. Okay. Let's reduce his tower. Now he also reduced our tower, and this is kind of like the random components. Oh, well, now we are maybe dying here if we don't raise our tower quickly. Now we can use foundations. Good. This is also nice. Just a nice resource boost. Play again. Yeah, here we have one of the best blue cards, the Dragon's Eye, plus 20 tower. So let's boost up our resources to reach it more quickly. And now we are nearly winning again. You can see how swingy this game can be. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card, play again, pretty good. We discard this. Tremors, I think, not really worth it. Cantrip. Cantrip. You can see how many actions you can take with all these cantrips. Now we are not far away from the Dragon's Heart. So I think we don't need the power burn anymore. Let's ditch this. Enemy tower, you take 1 damage. Can also raise the tower by 3, then we win. Yep. So 600 gold. It's the most easy tavern. That's good. Now let's see what's this quest. Leather expert, expert stuff. You know what? Since we are in Hammondale again, we can use the unarmed expert trainer now. It was somewhere here. Identify item we have already. Repair item we have that too. Fire Master quest. There it was for the Arcomage. That! Oh dear! Those are certainly his cards, though. I don't want the cards. You can have them. That game has cost me enough now. Oh, poor Elrond. I have a little money you can keep for your help. And thank you for finding out what happened to Elrond. Well, nice. Got this one. Then, dodging and unarmed expert. Let's take the unarmed. So, Leo, you are now able to do more damage. So our skill level is not only added to attack bonus, but also to damage. So you deal 10 to 12, which is not as high as the Artifact X, of course, but also not that much lower, actually. But his attack bonus is lower, so it's not as likely that he hits. But definitely higher than our spellcasting classes, and we could pick up the dodging expert if we want to. Then that would give us an armor class of 8, which is better than +6, but that's about it. Don't want to waste my horseshoes for that. So I think we wait with this for now. And then there isn't really anything we want here.
Thanks. Come again.
Could train a little bit. I think we are allowed to level. No, we are not. Then let's travel a little bit again.
Traveling today?
To Larian Forest. Well, we need around level 13 for the barrows, in my opinion. Could only play Arcomage in this forest. There's nothing else really. So maybe let's wait one day.
Come in, come in. Enjoy your stay.
And quickly check the guilds.
Welcome to the Fire Guild.
Could pick up the learning skill to get more experience, but it's a lot of money right now. Fire aura, fire resistance. Do we have fire resistance? No, we don't.
Welcome to the Fire
Let's
Guild.
actually pick up the resistances. And I think besides haste we have everything then, but yeah, I mean, it still lasts for around an hour. And we can cure the weakness. It's a pretty good buff, and only 1000 gold, so in my opinion, let's take it. It can come in handy.
Ah, learned a new spell.
Okay, and next guild, Mind.
Guild of the Mind welcome.
Could learn meditation here, which adds a few spell points, and I think it's worthwhile. Now, what do we have in mind? Only remove fear.
The Guild of the Mind welcome.
So, mind resistance, sure. Telepathy. How much gold and what items the opponent has, not that good. Mind Blast is an offensive spell, it's okay. Yeah, I don't want to waste 600 money right now on this
I
other
can't
spell.
wait. I learned it.
Good, so we have here our first offensive spell for the Cleric. Mind Blast, 3 points plus 1 to 3 per points in skill. It's not that bad actually, and you need mind resistances for this. So not good against undeads, but yeah.
The Guild of the Body welcome.
What about body? Body resistance we don't have yet. And the regeneration skill, but I actually want cure poison and stuff like that. Arm is too expensive. Hammer Hands is the buff for the monk. It's pretty good. Gives him spell damage on his hands. 2,000 gold is a lot right now. Well, let's spend this. I think it's a nice damage
Can't learn
boost.
that spell.
I learned it.
It's a pretty good damage boost.
I learned it. I can't wait to
And
use
that's
this.
about it. Can't afford anything else, unfortunately, right now. Let's try to travel to the next area. We only have 2,000 bucks left. Let's go to Erathia.
Today?
Yes, today. Sound is sometimes buggy in this old game. Okay, let's quickly go to the tavern and play some more Arcomage to earn more gold.
Come in.
Victory conditions, Tower of 20 is starting. Yeah, we start with this, and the object is to either reach 50 or resource of 150. So we will see how this goes. So 150 or 50 in tower. And I always like to increase my resources. So let's go with Crystal Matrix. This gives +1 magic. It's good. And our opponent nicely raised our beast income. Is there something we want to discard? I'm not a fan of discord, because it also hurts our tower, it hurts our magic rate, and we have to cast it, so let's play the Elven Scout. Draw, discard this, draw another card. Let's go with the Fairy, let's see our options. Well, this is rather weak, but also cheap. Let's go with the Amethyst. +1 Query, also good. +1 Zoo. Now I don't want to use this because we are leading on the queries, so can even reduce the opponents. Don't hate that, so he is kind of stuck when he only draws the red cards. This one is also nice. This is cheap. Oops. He has drawn 1 equality card, so now he has also 5 gems. Let's try to go for his tower a little bit, so he doesn't outrace us. This one is pretty good. The enemy loses 1 of his zoos, loses also 5 beasts, and takes 10 damage. Pretty good. Then we can use the slasher. Dish out some damage, and +15, so only 5 more. 7 more. Well, have to build a tower again. A wall, I mean. Let's see. Let's build a little bit more wall. Good. Our wall is smaller. Well, let's go for the beasts. Soon we can't play anything, we only have red, and therefore our bricks are going low. Still don't want to use innovations, so let's just boost our wall a little bit. Good, 6 again. 3. Uh-oh, he has a Dragon's Eye. That's what I meant, sometimes he draws the stringy cards and wins. Just like that. Maybe I have to go for this. Maybe we can afford this, because we have so many beasts. This is useless. This is a redraw. All players lose 5 bricks, gems, and beasts. Oh. Yeah. We don't draw any tower cards. We are still far off 24 bricks, unfortunately. So... yeah, and there he wins, because he has drawn better cards and we were stuck with the red ones. This is unfortunately how you will lose most of the times. So we have 6 Zoo already, so now 7. If we draw green cards, we can play them all. So we draw 1, we discard maybe this. Yeah, don't like this. This is good. Now we have also 4 Query. 8 damage. Maybe we can kill his tower this time. Well, and then he draws plus 12, 12. Plus 12 wall. Our magic is bigger than 12 damage, else 8. Well, stupid. 30. Don't draw all these damage spells, man. 10 damage, yeah, it's good. Okay, so now we don't have any walls. This is good. Let's to Query, not bad. And now we can play the dragon, which is pretty strong. He's only at 9. So 5 damage, 4. Damage card? Yes, we've won. Nice, okay. 1000 gold more. We have won the next Arcomage game. Now let's check out the stables again. Our next target. There is no target. Maybe we can take the ship actually. Actually, there is a ship here. Let's see where this one will lead us to. Also nothing, come on. Damn it!
Come in.
Let's
Enjoy your stay.
rest for one day, check out the stables again. Where do you go now?
Today?
Tatelier or Deja? In Deja you can pick up the promotion quest for the Cleric, which is actually not bad. But we also have a quest in Tatelier. So let's make a quick detour to Tatelier actually. Pick up our horseshoes here. Just picking up horseshoes and playing Arcomage. So we start with the tavern. Here we go.
Come in.
Play. No, it doesn't. I don't have checked the win condition, but the tower seems to be pretty high. Now let's go for the most options. Our wall is bigger, so we can't directly attack the enemy tower, which is not bad. It's only at 4. Well, he has raised it. Let's add some miners to our squad. So we could go for a brick rush if we draw more of this. Let's reduce the opponent's income. Need more magic, that's for sure. Oh well, let's just offset it. All players lose 5 bricks, gems and beasts. Yeah, seems okay. Let's go for a low resource game here. Hopefully he has discarded. We have a lot of red cards still. Oh. More queries. This is nice. Okay, draw one. We don't need this. Play again. Play again. More damage. Yeah. Damn it, he always draws the card that offsets our damage. We can play this. It's out of bricks. But he draws more gems. we are soon out of resources, so don't like this. I have to play it somewhat. We need more magic, that's for sure. Don't draw it, so... Could still win with the resources here. 5 per turn is not bad. Oh, missed the 2+ queries. This is good, now we have 7 there. Oh, we could reduce our mine for some gem income, but doesn't seem that good. We need more magic. He has all the magic. Maybe I should have waited with the equalizer. Increase our zoo. Going for the tower win here doesn't seem that good. I think going for the resource is now far better. This is good. +6 wall, 10 damage to enemy. This is one more quarter, so I guess we go for the brick win. Should be around 200 or 250. But reaching a tower of 100 seems a little bit iffy. Then I should stop playing the red cards, actually. This one is a nice one. So his wall is nearly down. +1 Zoo. So besides magic, we are good to go with the rest. Don't want to use Shatter. Definitely don't need this one. Can discard it. Because I want to save a few bricks. This one is good. Don't need this one anymore. We have so many beasts that this doesn't matter. Using 3 gems surely hurts. And I don't want to use this, so... A lot of bad cards now in our hand. We are gaining at least resources here. And I want more magic. Don't need this. Or we have soon 200 bricks. Okay, we can discard this now and then draw another one. Here, let's take the damage here. Still looking for plus magic, but because he is outvaluing us on the magic part, so he will get the resources maybe sooner. Now he has raised our query. Well, 20 tower is also not bad. I think we go for Sanctuary instead. It raises our defense a little bit more. Oh, we should soon reach the 250 mark. So I don't want to use the red cards. Don't want to use this because it costs bricks, so... I guess we go for Emerald here. I use these two. Well, I guess I invest this into 2+2 magic. I think that's worth it. Maybe we need 300? Could be the case. Still don't want to use bricks because we are leading against his gems. Oh, let's go for this. It's good. Come on, only a few more. This is for free. We have nearly reached this 300 mark. So let's just discard this. Still not one. How many do you need? Come on. Oh, we are also heavily leading on the beasts now. Don't draw anything good here. Guess I can invest in this for one turn. This is good. Finally. What a resource war. I could go for the tower win now. Maybe not. Let's wait. $303 against $341. If we go down here, might not win this anymore, but now we have only red cards in our hand. I think if it's 350, let's find out. Let's find out. I can invest this. So one more turn. This is still fine. Damn it. Protect our resources. Okay, so let's go for the tower. Yeah. Good. What were the victory conditions? 350. But we reached this, so not sure. We should have won with the bricks. Well, yeah, that's Arcomage for you. Okay, then you can see that there is a Mind Guild up there, but without jump or fly, you can't get up there, so can't get the better mind spells without that. Spear Expert. Well, we have a better axe. Don't need spear right now. Air Magic Expert. Already have that.
Can I help you?
Don't need the bank. Spirit Expert. We also have that already. Stone Skin, sure. Mind Grandmaster. No use. And I see some money in the distance. So, some free money. And you can see an island in the distance. We can actually reach that now with Water Walk, but nothing for us to do there yet. And there's an obelisk, so pretty free here, with some money in the lead. So we got our next obelisk, not surrounded by enemies this time, and yes, there are some enemies in the snow. You can see it on the mini-map, and the enemies here are far too strong for us. I know that, so besides the free money, there's nothing we can do here. So let's explore the rest of the town. Maybe there's a good NPC. Chef, no, don't need food. Weapon Master, oh no.
Do you need medical attention?
Ah yeah, we wanted to donate a bit because we died once, so spend some money there for. We have already. Expert sword fighting, well, still haven't invested points in that. Mace Master, nope. There's actually some ore on the ground, which is not bad to pick up, definitely good. And the quests! As you may have already guessed, I'm a collector of fine art. Currently I am looking for a set of paintings. One of King Roland, one of his brother Archibald, and one of the angel statue in the courtyard of Castle Iron Fist. This set is of great value, and as a collector I'm willing to pay quite handsomely for it. If you should gather the entire set, bring them back to me and I'll be sure to compensate you well for it. Okay. Then we found a well, some air resistance. No big deal. Next house, nothing. Body Master, we don't have that, unfortunately. +2 speed permanently, that's great. Maybe again for the whole party. Yep, just +2 speed for everyone. That's good. Don't need the trading quests, not a fan of this. Oh, a wine cellar. This one is nasty. Air expert. There's some bad enemies in this part of the game. Now this is the estate of Lord Markham. You might remember him from Emerald Isle. And let's just enter his chamber for the quest, where we have to bring the letter. Ah, letter from Norbert Thrush the Historian, let me see it. And then we get the peacock feather. And that's all he wanted. Can bring it back for here, a nice, easy, finished beginner's quest. If we go around this place, we find
I don't know what
a
that
good
is.
crossbow, maybe.
I can't identify that.
Well, a heavy crossbow, which is better than a crude bow, at least. And yeah, nice little upgrade there. And you can see the enemies here, which are pretty huge and pretty strong. 160 HP for a river troll. So we can't beat those. So let's explore the last part of the town. Disarm track. We can't learn that unfortunately right now. Would be totally worth it to pick up. Repair master. Nope. Quartermaster. Gypsy. Prelate. No, no, no. Don't need that at all. Chain expert. Don't have that right now. More trading. Arms master expert. That is something we can pick up. 2000 gold. That's a lot, but it's worth it. Because now our guys not only attack faster, but they also have an attack bonus on all melee weapons. It's not that useful for the monk yet, because he can't wield the staff, but definitely worth it for Conan. Because now his recovery time is under 100 and he has a +28. So that's pretty nice. He will hit most of the times now. At least against the beginners monsters. So that was good. Now let's quickly pick up the blue stuff on the ground. That's not in reach of the trolls. Some free ore, that's nice. Could have actually traded the ore in Rathia, just to see what it was. And yeah, some mixed stuff in here. On the ground.
I can't identify that.
Dodge skill +1, well, that seems for our monk. And what do we have here? A shrine. But nothing happens, so has maybe a special condition. And that's all we can do here for now. Shark Tooth Dagger, well, we don't have a rogue, so no need for that. Let's check the stables. Where do you go now? Nowhere. Let's check the boat. Do we have to spend another night in this place? Let's quickly save our progress here. Rakadar. Well, I don't need anything there yet. So I guess we spend a night in the inn.
Come in, come in. Enjoy your stay.
Then check this again.
Traveling today?
Yep, back to Arathia. 200 golds. It's a lot, but there we go. And then we can put in the quill. Yep, there it is. 4 nice 2000 golds, easy. And that's about it. And here we can now try to make use of these ores. And maybe go for some better armor at this point. Don't think the damage is our bottleneck right now, but more like the protection. And then our next target will be Dejar, actually. I want to go there. No, we don't need the weapons. We want the armor. Let's see. Yeah, found another plate one. Leather,
No
leather,
room for that.
and just another garbage thing. So we have used our ore. Basic plate armor. Plus 12 luck is not the worst. Maybe better than one armor skill. Yeah, we just lose one attack bonus, but the luck one is huge, so maybe it's worth it. You got your plate armor now, which means that you attack slower again, but the armor class is worth it, I think.
I don't know.
Let's check the next
I don't know.
one. +1 armor class. Oh, not that good. Okay, that's mostly it. Later on you only go for rings and hope that you find a good enchantment roll on it. So, got this one, and now let's head to Deja. Maybe by foot, actually. Where is this? Tatalia. That's where we came from. So we will travel with our feet, which uses up some of the apples in our inventory. And I hope that we are strong enough to beat the enemies there. Let's check the signs. Bracada. And this is just the stupid fort. And beyond the fort. Beyond. East Harmondale, Deja Moors. That's where we want to go. And that will be the last stuff we can really do as a beginner. And yeah, then we go to the barrows. Okay, this one already looted. Okay, then let's end the episode here, and in the next episode we will explore the next region of Deja. So, stay tuned, and till next time, bye bye.